What is up, Kits and Cubs? Welcome back on the Wolverine 114, and today we're doing something a little different than we normally do. We're starting a new game. Shocker. I seem to love starting new games before I've finished old ones. So, this one's a little different for me. Partially because I was one of the people that was watching the news headlines break for this game from a safe distance. Because I wasn't buying into the pre-order hype. Especially knowing EA's track record before then. It wasn't until the recent Respawn games that EA has actually had a decent track record, so for anyone who might not be aware from the title, playing some Anthem today. For the first time. I've never played this, and that's mainly because I saw the headlines, I saw the reviews. I didn't trust EA to pre-order, even though I had some friends going like, oh, you should pre-order, you should play, it'll be fun. And then I saw the reviews, and they weren't good. And I saw the issues that people were having, and those were worse. Some people even reported that it bricked their consoles, and it went to the point where with that one it actually ended up being real, and EA said that they were working on it, and I don't know if it ever got fixed, so this is a little bit of a risk to play for the PS4, but we're gonna be doing it. It's probably been fixed by this point. I would assume there's been 7 updates, or at least this is version 1.7, so I think it should be okay. But the reason I got interested in this game and went to go see how much it was and if I could get it was because EA recently just came out with a statement saying that they're basically going to try to No Man's Sky this. For those of you who aren't aware, No Man's Sky launched horrifically. It's a shock it actually launched as good as it was, because it was an indie team. They even had a disaster in the middle of it. Go watch on YouTube Internet Historian. He has a video called The Ingoodening of No Man's Sky, which sums up the whole thing perfectly. But basically, game launched horribly, and rather than the team themselves doing their whole doing the usual oh well, let's still try to push this game even though people aren't liking it, or try to defend it, or anything, they basically went silent, gathered up all of the reviews that they had, sorted them all out, and then started rebuilding the game update by update to the point where it's an actually pretty good game now. I have it. I've played a bit of it. I've never streamed it, but a friend of mine had gifted it to me, and I started playing it. It's really good. Or not. I wouldn't say really good, but it's good enough. Hold on. Why were there some frames skipped there? That was odd. Okay, you know what? Just gonna boop. There we go. Hopefully that'll stop more frame droppage from happening. Checking. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh yeah, the only number changing is the percentage because there's more frames compared to the ones that were dropped. Okay. But yeah, so recently BioWare, after the entire shit show that was Anthem, the launch, the roadmap reveal, the letter that came out that basically wrote everything that was going on, that had happened. After all of that, now BioWare has come out and said, "Hey, so yeah, about this game." And this is after like a few months ago. It was either a few months ago or like close to 6 months ago, possibly. They came out with a statement saying that they were EA had moved a lot of their developing team over to the FIFA series, and that Anthem was kind of the roadmap itself was being put on indefinite hiatus. And everyone's like, oh great, the game's just kind of dying out. But then, this past week, BioWare has come out and said, so we know the state the game's in. We see the problems. And in their own words, they said, we need changes that not a simple update can fix. So basically, they're gonna try to rework the game almost entirely, from the statements that they've made, and I think they're trying to pull a No Man's Sky on it. So, me being curious, I decided that before they rework the game, I want to give it a shot and see what kind of state the game's in now. I know for a while they had their like holiday stuff up. That was another thing where it's like the holiday stuff just went down this past. Excuse me. Their like Christmas stuff just went down the past like week. And then they didn't really have much of like a anniversary thing for the 1 year, but the state the game's in, from what I've heard, it makes sense, and I want to see how this is before the changes that they're gonna make. And one thing that they did say that they were doing was they were getting focus groups to actually like test out things and like see what people want, what people don't want, what works, what doesn't work, and kind of build it around that. So I'm excited to see where this will end up, because if it's anything like No Man's Sky, we might have a really good game on our hands. But right now, while the game is seemingly still a piece of garbage, I got it for less than $10. If this gets good again, it's gonna be back to $60. So I jumped on that while I could, and yeah, we're gonna jump into this. I have not booted it up yet. This color, I thought the color would work. I'm gonna change the color because I thought it would work, and then it just ended up looking really drab. I don't want like full turquoise, because that's what I did for. Full turquoise is what I did for. What's a good color for this? I don't know. Like, I don't want to go white, but that's like the primary color on the box art. So I don't know. That looks good enough, I guess. It's like a yellowish white, like a cream. But yeah. So we're gonna jump into this. I've never even booted up the game yet. first time, just downloaded the disc. I've got this downloading, so that notification will pop up at some point. Let me take away the delay here. And we're going to jump into this. And we're going to see how this goes. Because I'm interested. I'm curious. I've been fascinated with this since it launched and the disaster that it's kind of been. So, I'm intrigued to see how this is gonna work. BioWare. Ooh, there was some bad things that happened with BioWare. Oh, also another thing that was announced was that BioWare themselves were basically going to go silent while, like, again, pulling a No Man's Sky, they're putting their head down and just working, trying to fix this. Yeah. Can't play the game without accepting those, so. I usually crank it up a few notches for the stream. On subtitle size, you can do the medium. Speaker, stereo, I guess. Also, sorry, I keep chewing my tongue. I need to stop that. Help the game chat by speaking the path. No. Alright. Cool. We'll just jump into this and see what happens. Against the backdrop of Hammertop Mountain, the Eastern Reach is home to the largest Scar population in Bastion and is thought to be the area they first appeared in. The Eastern Reach used to be the heart of the mining industry on the west side of the mountains. Funny, because it's the Eastern Reach. With Skystone Mine providing much of the material for building the streets and homes in Fort Tarsus. But as the Scar population grew, industry halted. And right as I stopped, the progress bar just jumped. That was one thing I'd heard about this game. The music is actually fairly decent. So far, it seems alright.
We live in a dangerous world.
I might need to make those subtitles
The
big,
gods who built it vanished,
because that seems pretty small.
behind their instruments that aimlessly reshape the land. These ancient relics harness an unknowable force we call the Anthem of creation. But the Anthem refuses to be controlled. To survive, our ancestors invented the javelins and built cities with great walls.
Hey Luis, how you doing?
Today, it falls to a dedicated group of heroes to face the chaos, protect our homes, and fight for our very survival. We are freelancers.
I'm doing alright. I'm about to
danger,
jump into this, see what kind of state it's really in.
monsters at bay, and silencing the Anthem's terrible cataclysms.
Because I'm really fascinated to experience this for myself before they do all the reworks.
We're created equal,
Oh my.
and even freelancers are wary of the untamed power of the Anthem.
Alright, so scary place with monsters is a scary place with monsters. That's about all I got from that.
Closest we get with the Striders.
Agreed. Looks like we fly from here.
See, I wasn't.
All teams, get ciphers and their amplifiers. Let's go.
I thought that was pretty bad myself, honestly. I wanted the Fiend to keep going.
We're a long way from the cenotaph, and the storm is worse than we thought.
I feel like that's not going to last long.
We're gonna get to the center without the Strider getting ripped to shreds.
safe out there. Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
Okay. Oh. A little bit of frame rate dropping, not too bad.
Freelancer. You might be new, but you won't be here for the show promise.
Hey, Helen, won't stop waiting for it to die down out there. Let's go.
Thought you could use a head start.
See you at the cenotaph. We're heading out.
Okay, everyone. Let's stop this cataclysm from growing, from killing everything.
I don't know, Alec. Haven't seen anything like this before.
Look, everyone. I won't be here if I thought this storm could beat me, right? The Rage is no different than the hundreds of other shaker ruins we've dealt with. It's just bigger. This is what we do. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna take on whatever.
Looks like a movie.
Spits at us, and we go
Yeah.
contain that thing
A little bit.
together.
The graphics are, like, not that bad.
Ooh, ready? Strong along? Stronger together.
This guy seems fun. I don't think he's gonna last long. Just due to the fact that he's too happy. I don't know. Maybe he will. He just seems like one of those characters that doesn't last long. All right, cool. That looked pretty good.
Ready? Set. Let's go.
Check in. I've got you, Phil. Loud and clear.
Gateway link is strong so far.
Storm gets worse ahead. Try and find a calm pocket for you. Steady, Miller. Your heart rate is too high. Hello. Check in, please.
Little dissipating. No worries on me. That one.
Team, our rookies handle with a wyvern.
I feel like this would be more fun to be playing. A lot of like that would have been a cool intro to play, but
Your javelin needs a restart. I'll bring systems back one at a time. Starting voice
Ah.
recognition.
they have to do the traditional they have to do the traditional, like, one thing at a time, gotta give you each thing like a tutorial. Should we do female or male voice? Because I do male voice for a lot of stuff, but I don't know. To change it up. You know? What kind of character do we want? I'll do male. Might as well. Oh, sorry. I just saw that.
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Right as soon as I selected, then I look over and see that. Damn it.
Think so. Where am I?
You're in a cataclysm, terrible storm, with the heart of rage. You need to get to the center and shut it down by silencing the cenotaph.
Got it.
Your suit is still critical. Grab a repair pad
Whee!
when you can.
Okay.
You've got a bit of a climb to catch up.
This feels like,
He's up and heading your way.
How's it going back there? What's your ETA?
Don't know. Hey?
Not too far, just... Oh, no, sorry. Can't talk. Be right back.
What's going on?
it
Good. Now you have partial boosters at least.
it feels like, the movement feels like Mass Effect Andromeda,
It's down. Comatose.
which... Wait, hold on, I'm gonna... So video,
On my way.
graphic settings, turn off motion blur, because I hate motion blur. Everything else is okay. It's audio? No. Oh, I can actually see what... Oh wait, there it is. I think. I don't know.
Hey, I've got debris blocking my
Wait,
path.
nope. Nope, that's not the thing.
From when they attacked the city, those fuel canisters are explosive, by the way.
Ah, nope, that's not the button. Oh, language and subtitles, there it is. Subtitle size, large. There we go. Shoot the fuel. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm hoping this is just this gun. But I'm not feeling the...
Team update. This is not going well. Many casualties. Freelancers down. Ciphers in comas. From hearing the anthem.
How are you doing, Faye? Are you okay?
So far, but I can hear it too.
Huh, so hearing the anthem will put you into a coma? Interesting. Armor's undamaged? Okay. The guns don't feel satisfying, if that makes sense. Or so far, this gun doesn't. It just feels like I'm just throwing out bullets into the wind. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping other guns actually feel like solid.
Hey, Miller. Found your Titan.
This guy was creating them by the handful.
Faye, still there?
Yes, you've got down freelancers ahead, sending distress signals. They're the ones from Strider 2. Their jackets need repair. Get them moving.
Hey, how you doing?
You tell me.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I like that. That was actually pretty fun. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's destructible environments, but with how much this thing already has to run, I wouldn't expect it to. If this was just a single player thing, I would. Like, especially in this day and age. But being the MMO that it is, I get that they wouldn't have that. Can I? Oh, okay. I can't. Oh, can I? Did I? Did I repair and... Did I repair and revive at the same time? Or, no. Did I repair and fire at the same time? I think I might have. I'm not sure.
I got you, freelancer. You're not gonna make it. Gonna try.
Whee!
I took care of all 3 freelancers. What next?
Push on and join your team.
Okay, so there's an ammo system.
Titan on the bridge above.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'll need to go around.
Oh my.
Wait, Faye. Hey.
That's a big boy. Oh god, I'm melting. I'm,
Titan here just blasted the wall.
okay, cool.
Gotcha. On my way. How close am I, Faye?
No!
It wants to
Shit,
consume
shit.
me.
This way.
Oh, sorry, the whole team from Strider 3 is gone. Strider 14 is in...
I feel like I missed a thing over here.
Mission seems doomed.
Oh, I guess not. Okay, never mind. There was just 2 different ways to get here. Alright, the platforming's a little janky, but
Trying. Swear.
it's not the worst thing I've ever played.
Come back! Retreat! I can hear the anthem of creation.
Hey, are we supposed to fall back?
We're fine. We push on. Right, team? I'm in.
Yeah, this thing just kind of feels like I'm throwing bullets out into the ether. It doesn't have that satisfying ka-chunk that a lot of guns have, especially these days.
Rookie, there you are. Get in here. Faye's calling a retreat. We got this.
Almost there. Team, you need to retreat.
Ooh. Miller's down!
Not good.
He's gone. I'm sorry.
Oh god, Miller's down.
This thing is going down. Come on.
Ooh,
Get
that.
back to the Strider. This mission is over.
Okay.
Do it. Look at this thing. We have to silence the Senate down.
Please. I'm barely holding it together.
Retreat isn't an option. Not now.
Oh, did he just kill it like that? Wow, that.
We got this bastard. We have to get out of here. No. We push on. We're the only ones left. Think about Miller and Adair. All the others. You being a coward. I'm not a coward. No? You want to push forward until I get killed. Until we both get killed.
Oh god. Okay. There's more than one of them.
Where'd that come from? Go. May, we're coming back. No. It beat us, Halleck. We need to regroup. It can't beat us. Rookie, don't you dare pull me out of here.
I hate that I hate that archetype of like the asshole commander that just thinks they're invincible. I'll begin this guide with a short examination of the seemingly harmless rabbit. Okay, cool.
During the failed attempt to silence the Heart of Rage, we lost more than freelancers, more than friends and comrades. We lost the faith of the people we protect. So the freelancers scattered, searching for ways to redeem themselves. The few who remained carried on, finding new allies where they could, doing their best to help a people who no longer called the freelancers heroes.
Two years after the events in the Heart of Rage. Oh, little rabbits. They're like bird rabbits with like coral for ears. Or whatever the hell.
Impressive entrance as usual. Nice to be appreciated. Let's say so, sure, mate. Cypher didn't ask for a better partner.
You could ask.
Is that?
Not many of us left. The relay's a short flight away.
That almost sounded like Stephen Merchant.
Easy keeps you alive.
Wouldn't call this living. Inspection sensors every month.
Yeah, pays the bills.
Exactly the freelancer model.
Yeah.
Okay.
The freelancers are back on their feet. We can enjoy all the gorgeous scenery Bastion has to offer.
Flying around it is even better.
Now I'm jealous. Sitting here in the fort.
How high can I go?
Too high. Rip
That
straight
high.
and tear your javelin out the air.
Okay, so I'm basically in a box, but the flight seems fun.
There's the relay. Just needs a hard reset. This should get the early warning network back up. Good, that did it. You'll need to manually check the sensors now. First one's nearby. Oh, maybe grab some supplies before you go.
Might come in handy.
What'd I get? Bunch of common items. What'd I get? Can't discuss this where we can be overheard. Because you'd be interesting in getting a joint ice tide gift for Halleck. It's extremely difficult. Oh, the ice. Wasn't this the event that they're ending?
Maps for this area are sketchy.
Items I've already considered and rejected as possible presents: Strider seat covers, ice tide sweaters, best of Crimson Lancer compilation. I just can't. I can't do it. Fruit basket, wrench of the month club subscription, socks. Apparently, I bought these for him in the past 5 years straight. Please help. Oh god. Okay.
At least nothing's trying to eat you.
Interesting.
Not like that job in Darkwood.
To Commander Vool, on behalf of the citizens in Fort Tarsus, I'm petitioning for an increase in parchment stores to be delivered on a regular cadence, the rate in which this fort's population consumes parchment so that it can produce letters contracts and entertainment is more than our current stocks can bear. I know that you have issued a request for citizens to reduce how much parchment they use, but I would argue that this is a mistake. We do not.
Caverns. It earned its name.
Where we do not have the luxuries or distractions of Anthem or Helios. For many of us, parchment is our only outlet. It is how we can connect and stay sane. Without it, I'm possible you will see an increase in undesirable activity. This is not a threat, mind you, just prediction. Thank you for your consideration. Okay.
Wait, don't forget the sensor. The location's marked.
Oh, there's a little... boop. Alright, so that's my dodge button. Whee! What's this? I need the mineral. Okay, cool.
Oh, there's the first sensor. I need you to access it.
Alrighty. Boop.
Stick close so I can get a reading on the shaper energy. Hang on.
Yep, it's one of these. Where you gotta stay in the range, but also shoot everything that's not in the range.
When aren't they? Probably haven't tasted fresh freelancer in a while. Won't be today. Convinced then. Hang in there. I'm still waiting for a reading.
Oh! Hey, Les, how you doing? Welcome. I mean, oh, there's not really a pause, but... Boop. How you doing today?
Alright, readings coming through. What? It's mostly normal. Mostly? This is the early warning system. If it's detecting something.
Source look for good. How are you? I'm alright. Just playing this game before they hopefully No Man's Sky the hell out of it. But yeah, so far it's not bad. It's just kind of dull. Like the story isn't like really gripping so far. The gameplay is fun, but the flying is really fun. But it's got a lot of potential. I feel like it can definitely, like, you can definitely turn this into something great. It's just right now it's a little like it's okay. I'm not running into a lot of the issues that a lot of people were talking about, but that's probably because they've been probably patched out by this point. Source looking good. How are you? Well, yeah, I already read that. But well, why are you sore? What happened? Final Fantasy would be fun. It would be. But I just got this in today, and I wanted to jump on it before they start like really updating it. So. I will get back to Final Fantasy at some point, though.
You were in the heart of range, weren't you? Don't even think it. See these ruins? There's a theory a shaper relic flipped gravity for a day. Well, on my watch.
Oh. Huh. Had to help my sister-in-law move because she got evicted and we had no men helping and it sucked. Oh god.
Our sensors nearby.
I'm sorry.
Circling. See them. Fire breathers. Still need to get a reading.
Okay, so the hover has a overcharge or overheat. Okay. I feel like the flying mechanic should be like front and center, like.
This could be their nesting area.
Like I feel like you can do a lot more with that. Like I don't really like the fact that there's the overheat. I feel like you should just be able to glide. You're good, Lil. Play it when you want. I'm just talking because that's me. Oh yeah, that's no. I will get to it. I do want to get to it. I want to finish it before the remake for 7 comes out. I'm having a drink to numb my sore muscles out. Well, long-term bigger problem because dehydration, but in short sleep. Well, I mean, you could also just drink water as well to hydrate yourself. Okay, so I don't have to go full flight before I... Wait, can I go into the water? I can! Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, but again, I'm limited. Huh, okay. Thinking about buying them on my Switch. The Final Fantasies? True, I made a run sunrise because I don't drink tequila sunrises. Not too familiar, just because I don't drink all too much, but...
Look around at the floating lights. They're the echoes. Grab them and bring them to the door. Your javelin can hold 3 at a time. It's working.
Okay. So this is just kind of teaching me the basics of these, like, missions. Like, oh, here's a retrieval thing, and there was a defend the point thing.
Fragment of Anthem energy going straight. You're getting the hang of it. You need more.
This is still just basically part of the tutorial.
Let's see if the door opens.
OJ, rum, and grenadine with cherries. Ooh. See, I like fruit things, so that would probably be good.
Ah, that did it. Grit. Impressive. Even for a shaper.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy games, but how many times am I going to buy those games? I have them for PS1, PS3, and Xbox.
Has to be some reason for it all.
Up to you.
Riddle of our world. And this one's waking up. I detect intense energy deeper in.
I feel like games like those you only really need on unless you like plan on taking it places. Like, I wouldn't get it for the Switch. I think that's the only advantage Switch has over everything else. Because games like those you only really need to get like, you know, the newest version. Okay, so this is teaching me my dodge mechanic. Not a bad way to do it. It's fun. Ooh. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, good. It's just water. Oh, wait. Controls
I'm in
restored.
the car waiting on my kids for an hour and a half a day. Next year will be 2 hours, so I need stuff to play well with. That's fair. Yeah, so if...
Silence it. Where do I start? Some echoes have shaken loose. Find them and get them back in place.
Another one of these. Okay. So yeah, if you're planning on, like, if that's your main reason for getting them for Switch, yeah, totally, do it.
Come on. You know the drill.
Gives you stuff to do. There's also some good Switch exclusive games that if you want to just, like, play something new.
What's the relic doing? I can't tell, but the energy pocket's getting bigger. Something's forming in there. What is it? Anything is possible. Look at the waterfalls. They're going backwards. It's working. Keep the echoes coming and we'll collapse the energy pockets.
I'm assuming they might be up here. Ah, there's one. Ah, they're underwater. I see. That was 90% why I wanted the Switch, because it's portable. That's fair. She's not here, and she probably won't be here. Some stuff happened. I don't want to bring it up on stream. But let's just say we're not exactly on speaking terms anymore. Yeah, no, it's okay.
That should silence it.
Oh god.
It didn't hold. I see.
Melee attack.
You've got company.
What the? I'm frozen. Okay. Yeah, this,
I'm thinking.
like, it's always satisfying to see, like,
I'm clear, Owen.
the health bars go down.
Those fragments of the relic that blew out, grab them and put them back together. Oh, and fun wrinkle, more companies on the way. Go.
It's always satisfying to see the health bars go down
Fragments in.
when you point and click, but the guns themselves just don't have that, like, don't have that chunk to them. Or at least this one doesn't. I don't know. I might find other guns that do better, but...
That's all I can say for sure.
Wait. The melee attack... It's got a cooldown if I land it successfully? Okay, that's bothersome. It's melee. You should be able to just punch. Like, maybe like a powered-up melee has a cooldown, but like... Like, just a normal melee, like, should not have a cooldown. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I feel like it's probably better off this way. Yeah.
Size is the real problem.
Again, I don't really want to bring up on stream. I'll probably talk with you afterwards, if you would like to.
Okay, line one. Here goes. Careful. Anything's possible. I know. You know, I heard a relic made a guy vanish into thin air once. No idea where he went. Which isn't as lucky as the freelancer whose guts were turned inside out. How's that?
Yeah.
Is he died and got it over with? This is the pain. Are you along? Indecipherable puzzles that only make sense to shapeless. No, I mean there's ice jamming up.
Oh boy.
Silence it. I'm trying to. Well, maybe it's up to you. It's an R6. It's not working. Oh, put it back into it.
There we go. Whew, okay. While I was here, I understand why not on stream. Definitely not trying to be nosy. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Well, at least now I've got a new story. That time a relic spawned a giant R6 that almost ate you whole. Yeah. Classic for the ages. I'd say that fulfills the contract. Time to get back to Fort Tarsus. Two-way job. Well done. The only kind there is. I'm on my way.
Okay, I'm gonna have to... A lot of the cutscenes are having like this like stuttering issue. Looks like. I don't know if that's on my end or if that's just how the cutscenes are in the engine. Cause like I'm playing on a PS Plus, so. What are the good Mario games for Switch? I was thinking the Mario Deluxe. Mario Deluxe? Mario Maker's fun to play like other levels. Mario Maker 2 has a story mode that's pretty fun. There's Luigi's Mansion. Seems to be pretty fun from what I've played. I've got to get back into that as well. Mario Odyssey looks hard. Mario Odyssey is really easy to play. And it's really easy to like get used to and beat. It's really hard to master. Like people doing speedruns and such are like I can't do anything of what they can do. But I do like to have some fun with just the running around and you know, throwing Cappy at things and having a good time. It is, but it is a really fun game though so far, from what I've seen. I think also they put the original on there as well, which is also really nice. I don't know. You can't really go wrong with a Mario game. I don't think there's been a single like bad Mario game. Mainly because I think if there ever was, I don't think Nintendo would let it be out in the public because they don't wanna ruin their character like that. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart's really fun. I have that. I play it. It's fun. Alright, pilot level increased. New javelin unlocked. Cool. Okay, here we go. I'll mark the pistols, because I'm probably not going to use those. Shotguns, still probably not going to use. LMG? Autocannon. Marksman rifle? Nah. Okay, we're gonna try out these, but the ones that I have marked, goodbye. There was a good Mario game on the original Wii, but I don't know what it was called, but would love to play it again. Was it Super Mario Galaxy? That was really good. Also, a lot of the Mario parties were on there, which that's another good one. Super Mario Party is good for the Switch. Wasn't Galaxy? There's a lot of Mario games on the original Wii. Was it a sports game or was it a platformer? Thought Mario Party was like a board game type. It is, but it's also got a lot of fun mini games, and the board game itself requires a lot of strategy, and it's really, really fun. And you can play with AI players, so you can play by yourself and have a good time. Yeah, these cutscenes have really bad stuttering issues. At least from what I'm seeing. And like I said, I'm playing on a PS Plus, so it's like, this should have no problem whatsoever. I ran games that came out after this that had better graphics, that ran better than this. Okay, well, I'm not being Zac Efron. Hey, babe. No, it's fine. Just playing this game and trying to see how it's going. Thanks for the shout out, Les. A platforming Mario game for the Wii. Hold on, let me just gonna keep it over here for a second. Okay, so not one of the classic games. Oh, was it New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Or just Super Mario Bros. Wii? Some places. Are you busy this weekend? This weekend, no. I'm good this weekend. My parents lost the disc and I never got to play, but like once I was like, but what is it? Yeah, was it a New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Because that was a pretty big one at the time as well. Okay, let's make our character. Looks like Troy Baker. These faces don't quite look natural, except for Zac Efron over here. Okay, ... What's going on? It was super fun. It had like levels and stuff, like the original Mario's for us old peoples. Okay, yeah, so it was Super Mario Bros. Wii then, because that was the only one like that for that system. Can I only pick these? Like, can I customize any? No? Because the next thing is just start playing. So... Nothing will... I feel like it's not nothing. And now I'm busy next weekend, though. I've got to go up to North Carolina again. So, BRB? Alright, no problem. I guess I'll go Troy Baker. Fuck it. Yep, that'll be my call sign. Is there a way I can customize later on? Something, babe? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here we are, back in Fort Tarsus, the last stop on the pastured frontier.
If it isn't my favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
Ah, you know how it is. So, another day, another
Zoe?
disaster averted.
What have you done this time?
Nothing. My armor's fine. Probably. I hope.
Her name's Zoe, but it's spelt like Zoe.
Something wrong?
Look who's back in one piece.
Zoe, did you expect me in more pieces than one?
You? Never. I trust you've brought me work. Always good to give your javelin the once over after a run. What have you done this time?
Nothing you can't fix.
Flattery, huh? You must have done a number of things.
Nothing too crazy.
Are we using your skill for crazy or mine?
She-
Stars,
She almost sounds like,
relic-based nonsense. Some people stay on this side of the road.
is it Maisie Williams?
Others, well, since you love running into that kind of stuff,
I don't think it's actually her, but it sounds like her. Like, because her voice is like higher pitch, but it's still the same. It's the same kind of accent.
The job's got its risks, but keep my eyes open.
that's what I like to hear. I'll run you some maintenance checks. Only the best for my favorite freelancer.
Now that everyone's your favorite.
I have a complex ranking system, and you have better places to be. Go on.
All right. Well, at least they got the facial the facial animations down better than Mass Effect Andromeda was. Although that was a separate branch of BioWare, so. Heavily armored javelin is a cornerstone of human society and is used in various occupations, including industrial work, deep sea diving, and heavy transport. Though slower than the other models, this javelin can withstand a punishing amount of damage. In battle, you can count on the Colossus to hold the line or disperse threats with its tremendous strength in close combat. It's got the siege cannon, carries a massive collapsible cannon at all times. At full power, the Colossus can deploy the weapon and become immune to all damage. Ooh. Cannon fires powerful explosive shells with devastating results. That's a cool, that's a cool thing. It's a cool ultimate. So, I might have to try that out whenever I get that one. It said I unlocked a new javelin, but I don't know how to customize that yet. I guess it'll hopefully eventually show me. Are these people, or are these people in javelins, or are they just robots? Are you a robot? It looks like a whole javelin, so it's probably just a guard. I mean, I guess it'd be a guard either way, but it's probably a human guard. Let me crank this up a little bit because it's quiet. Also, I noticed. Oh wait, I forgot. This is how I get to the settings. Audio volume. I need to not master. I need to turn down the music a bit. I need to turn down the SFX because it's overpowering the voices. I'll crank that up, see what happens. Maybe that's the ka-chunk I'm missing. Shaper relics. Oh god, there's a lot of things to read. Instruments left behind by the Shapers when they abandoned the world they'd created, varying in shape, size, and purpose. Relics are powered by the Anthem of creation and are commonly believed to be the very tools that constructed the world. If an activated relic becomes overwhelmed by the Anthem, it creates a cataclysm, often causing fragments to break off of the relic. Lancers have discovered, through trial and error, that returning these fragments to their rightful place can, in some cases, silence a relic. The relic shuddered before them, and the freelancers sprang into action. Paramodes went left, gathered the nearest echo into his pack, then dashed to the relic, quickly restoring it. Gilmer went right to protect the citizens of the market and lead them to safety. Lastly, Uri, suddenly free of his previous intoxication, raised his mace and chortled heartily at the chimera that sprung from the relic's maw. Super Mario U Deluxe would be most like the old one. Yeah, it was for the Wii U, but I think it got ported to the Switch. It's a fun one. Has anybody asked Yaro about the sky thing? I mean, he has to know, right? A freelancer as old as him, he's seen a zillion cataclysms and weird shaper things by now. It's creeping me out. If there's a way to silence or get rid of whatever that is, I want in. Or at least, I want to hear about it afterward. In the Enclave, indoors with no view of the sky. Ellers. I swear, I looked up to find that game forever. You Google it in 2 seconds. I just Googled Mario Wii games, and I knew that was one of them. Oh, daily, weekly, monthly trials. Hashtag old people problems. Because I was trying to think, like, what were, like, the Mario platformers that came out around that time? I had to figure out which one that was, and then I saw that one, and I was like, oh, yeah, that. Okay, that's a lot to read. And honestly, it's not gripping me enough to really read it all. So that's where I can find the news, I guess. Freelancer reputation. For activities that further the freelancer cause, the work you do will help the Enclave grow and expand. More amplifiers in use, more freelancers, and a return to the glory days. I'll be 34 in 1 week. You're not old. You're just over 10 years older than me. That's not. You're 11 years older than me, or 12. Technically, 11 in months. So yeah, don't worry. You're not old. So loyalty rewards. Okay. Cool, I guess. Talk to me in 12 years. I mean, fair, but you're not doing bad. Oh, so there she is. She survived. What are you doing down here?
Yeah, you see what I mean? You picked up on that, right? Little warble? It's warbling, right?
All readings fall within acceptable tolerances.
You gotta look past the numbers for once in your life. Something is off. Connection, it's a bit fuzzy.
How do you quantify fuzzy?
You don't quantify fuzzy? You don't measure it, you don't count it, it's nothing like that.
That's not the same person who I thought it was.
Yeah, well, on your last mission, I noticed that the Cypher Chair was giving off some very strange feedback.
All readings fall within acceptable tolerances.
It's your call, but if you ignore it, something goes wrong.
I will find an arcanist and perform a full protocol inspection on this unit.
Okay, so far this guy is probably the best character in the game so far.
There's nothing wrong with the
Tired bitch.
No,
Why
I
are
bet.
you always stirring up trouble?
what are you talking about? I've just done her a massive favor. You've got no idea how boring it is being a Fort Cypher. She does not get to work with a freelancer. She does not get to see the world.
How's your day, babe?
Traveling planets. No. You know what she gets to do? She gets to relay official messages back and forth to ciphers at the capital, day after day after day.
Some people like boring. Not everyone's cut out to be a freelancer.
So you have said. But you have to admit that last mission would have gone better with a partner.
I have a partner. You. Every good Javelin pilot needs a cipher.
That's not what I meant. Look, if I had a suit of my own, I could be out there in the field with you.
Call down your boosters, Hotshot. With more training, you'll get your chance, I promise.
Fine. Not like we could afford a spare suit anyway. Job board is empty.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
I like the character, but something about his design is just not
Missing out on the glory days.
like unique.
Freelancers
I feel like
were
if he just had
contracts would just fall into their
if he
laps.
just had
Everywhere
different
they
hair, I
went,
think.
they were given respect. And free sandwiches.
Free sandwiches?
Yeah, I haven't had my lunch yet. I'm starving. We're on a tight budget here.
Budget has room for sandwiches.
Probably right. You know what? Why don't you head over to the forge?
Like I like the guy's personality, but his design is just
does fall into our laps.
not quite unique enough for a main character, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but there's something lacking about him. That's the closest thing I can really quantify it as. Like, cause if he was one of these random NPCs, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Seasonal store? Oh god, crystals. Chests. Ugh. Thankfully, it all looks cosmetic, so pretty good. I had a pretty chill day. Spent the morning helping a kid with a podcast, aka it was basically 2 hours for me to drink the coffee that I brought to school with me, because the kids did not want to do jack shit, so that was good. But I literally didn't stop until about 1:30 today, when I normally have a midday break. Whew. Well, as long as it wasn't, like, bad. Okay, so I have that, and I have that. Didn't I have another autocannon? What the fuck is an autocannon? Usable by Colossus only. Ah. Yeah, this one is just worse than the other one, so I'll sell that. I don't sleep, Al. No, she's a student, but yeah, no, babe, if you need to sleep, sleep. 28, 500, 135. 25, 500, 40, 35. So can I quit? How do I do thing? I don't know. Feels for the teachers and students, honestly. Yeah, no, the school system is hard on everybody involved. I have very strong opinions about the school system, but I don't know if that's necessarily appropriate to rant about on stream.
Oh, and you need something?
I made 16 years ago.
I just got a message from you saying to meet you at the forge.
I didn't send any. Why would I want to meet up here? Something's not right.
Oh.
Speaking private. My name is Tassa.
Hi.
Not always. The Sentinels have their uses.
Oh, you make a hell of an entrance, I'll give you that.
I have a contract.
School systems are a joke. Basically.
What am I looking for before I take a job?
Really? From what I hear, two of you will take about any job you can get these days.
What's the job?
An archivist has gone missing.
Missing. I thought Arcanists just hung out in labs studying shaker release.
Matthias Sumner was investigating some relics at a ruin near the fort. I need you to find
Most
them.
definitely hates my school. Yep.
He's still alive.
No one knows more about the dangers of Shaper artifacts. I'm confident that knowledge and his own resourcefulness will keep him alive until you find him. What do you say, freelancer? Make it worth your while.
Alright.
Owen? Looks like the freelancer's right again. Well, us anyway.
So we gotta find a dude. Awesome.
That is excellent. I will then run my diagnostics. Let me know when you're ready to leave. It was a pleasure.
Did you just try to hit on her?
On behalf of myself.
Also,
and
that was
Matthias,
my
thank you
foot
for
sliding
doing
across
this.
my desk, so.
Okay, and if I have...
Fine, Matthias. Trust me. I'm a person you want to know.
Okay, cool. Can I customize my javelin yet? Forge unlocked. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I can do. Awesome. Teacher's hands are tied to be able to control the situation. And then the dumbest down the curriculums. And then they dumb down the curriculum so much they basically don't teach much and nothing of use really. Yeah, it's like the stuff they teach in school is mostly useless. And it needs to... There's a lot that need to change. Okay, so... The Storm. The Storm is the latest in Javelin design, using Ember Quartz seals to harness the power of the elements. Its ability to float above combat compensates for its light armor. Operated by a skilled lancer, the Javelin's lightning, ice, and other elemental attacks make it an invaluable tool against the minion. Ranger, that's the one I was using. Colossus is the tank. Dumbest. Nah, you're fine, Enter. Yeah, I almost just called you by your tag. You're fine, Les. Don't worry about it. You've also been drinking, so. Okay. Interceptor created as a scout suit for explorative and diplomatic missions. Interceptor is the most agile and acrobatic javelin a lancer can find. Lightning fast, close-range attacks combined with specialized weaponry will thrill lancers who crave speed on the battlefield. Okay. That might be fun. Or the Ranger might be fun. Well, the Ranger's what I've been doing, and that's basically just the baseline normal. So you know what? I'm gonna go Interceptor. It's a fast. It's a speedy boy.
What's on the docket today?
Use the loadout tab to change weapons, parts, and gear. Create custom loadouts in the Javelin menu. And yeah, can just... you can buy more looks, but... I wonder how easy it is to get coins. Like how scummy is this monetization system? Want to send a message but it's too long for Twitch? Can I text it to you and read it out loud because I want your chat to hear it as well? Sure. Go ahead. Vinyls. Ooh. Whoa. I like that. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Oh, I can get a lot of different stuff. So. paint. I like this one. That looks cool. Adds a bit of texturing to everything, seemingly. Although that one's nice as well. Oh, this one's epic. Ah, but it looks all rusty. I don't really like rusty. But it's epic. Sure. Just due to the... Oh, here's the thing. Let's read. But yeah, so basically there's like this podcast competition nationwide, and the kids in my sociology class, even though I'm not in it, I'm just saying my school offers sociology, are entering the podcast competition, and I'm helping this other kid that happens to be in a wheelchair as well, because he's talking about disability stuff, and I'm not even in the fucking tired, and I'm the one doing all the fucking work. So I literally told this teacher I would help, but until he shows some sign of independent work, I'm not doing, and I'm not coming to help. Because on top of that, I literally missed class to help him, and he didn't do jack shit, and then now I just have to make up work on my free time because I was trying to help. Oh, okay, I've got some feelings about that. For one, fuck that guy, because he's an asshole. Basically saying, hey, come help me, and then just noping the fuck out, apparently. Or not noping out, but like, just not doing shit. I hate group projects. But yeah, it's good that you went to the teacher about that. What did the teacher say? Metal Bear, maybe? Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. Can I change the... Is there a way I can change the color? Doesn't look like it. I guess that would be part of the decals. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not even in the class, I'm just choosing to be a helpful, sweet human. That's just, that's frustrating. I'm sorry, babe. Big thing with this kid is he hasn't been in his chair all his life like I have. It started about 3 years ago because he has some kind of type of condition, and the big thing is everybody holding the teachers coddle. Everybody, including the teachers, coddle him so he doesn't know how to do anything independently, and if somebody does offers to help, he just lets them do it without even trying to assist. Oh, God. So he's basically using it like an excuse, which... not only is that just a dick thing to do, but also kind of puts you in a bad light as well. That frustrates me. That looks okay, I think. Ooh. The Shrike legs are cool if they didn't have those fucking things going inside the legs. I feel like they would collide with each other. Razor legs look pretty cool. You know what? Let's get them. I might as well get some customization stuff. But yeah, no, that is frustrating as all hell. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, okay, so these are the shoulder pads, basically. Like, okay, listen to this. He was supposed to go home Thursday night and research statistics. We get to class today, and my librarian, who's helping us, ask, so what statistics did you find? And he just looked at him like, I found nothing, basically. This kid doesn't even bring his laptop to research anything. So I gave him my laptop, and then I'm sitting there with him to help me out, and at first he just stares at the screen. Oh, God. And that's not like part of his condition or anything, is it? It's just, he's just literally just not doing anything. No, he's cognitively fine. So he's just being a dick. Awesome. that pisses me off. That Oof. I don't like this kid. So I just sat in the corner, drank my coffee, bullshitting around with my favorite aid. Well, at least you got something out of it. Inventory javelin specific. X on items you want to equip. Okay. I don't have anything for that there. Assault system, venom bomb. Okay. Change my primary to... I'll try this out. The LMG, see what happens. Twin blades melee weapon? Okay. I can get with that. Alright, yeah. Doesn't look bad. So now if I look over here, there's my new javelin. Cool. Oh, and then it gets worse. Oh boy. Oh, so here's all of the missions. So I could free play, I could do some seasonal stuff. Lost Arcanist. Alright. Mission difficulty level and privacy settings. Last card mission is automatically selected, or select a new mission title. And that's how to invite. I'm going to make this private, because I don't want people joining me. Okay. Let's just launch, I guess. Nope, keep this private. I'm playing this solo. A guide to living things that will kill you. Elemental terrors that kill you to appease their own malicious sense of humor. Only will they rain fire from above, they will sneak up behind you and then rain fire from above. Luckily, you can listen for their distinctive shriek and take cover. If you can find cover... what if you don't have cover? What if you're all alone with no hope of rescue? My professional advice is just stay home in the first place. There are so many better things to do. So I leave after 2 periods because I had physical therapy that I did not want to miss because I was quite stiff, etc. So I literally leave for 40 minutes, come back, and he finally did some shit. So I was like, okay, great. And then we get to recording. Oh wait, oh boy. Leaving me on edge here. Edge of my seat with this dumbass. Okay, so what can this thing do? It's apparently the fastest in the game.
Ready to jump in? Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Well then, let's not keep that big bad world waiting. Our contract is to locate an
Whee!
arcanist Matthias. Tassin has given us the last location where he made contact. The location Tassin gave us must be close. I'm detecting the cab's shortwave radio.
Not seeing anyone. Owen, anything?
Yeah, lots of broken equipment. Obviously Arcanist made, otherwise, no, nothing but the radio. And no Matthias. Oh, hang on. Detecting another radio. Same frequency.
Must be more than
Oh.
one camp. Don't follow that signal.
I like the front flip jump. So we went into the room to record, and all of a sudden the Wi-Fi cut out. His computer stops working, so I have the library and grab my laptop because we're on 2 different Wi-Fis because my school is weird. Anyway, I don't literally spend 25 minutes trying to get this fucking thing to work. Then I'm just sitting there. Keep in mind, I've never used the program, and he has, and he's just like, oh well, guess we can't do anything because after that we both had to go to class. Oh my god. That lazy piece of shit.
Okay, I've got a new trail. We'll need to get to the location I've marked for better reception.
It's just like, oh, well, this thing happened, so I guess we can't do it. I guess you just wasted multiple hours of your time and missed your class because for absolutely nothing.
Anything else I should know?
Besides that Arcanists get themselves in trouble by being out here.
About Matthias?
Brilliant and reckless. He has a reputation among the Arcanists. Not a good one.
Having a bad reputation is chapter 1 of the Freelancer's Handbook.
Oh, that's actually a nice touch. Going through water will cool you down.
Let's establish more than one camp.
Just being nice just hurts you anymore. Honestly, look out for yourself. Be selfish to an extent, and that's bad to say. So true. Anymore because people are users.
Anything that can help track him down.
Yeah, no, it's like I feel like there are times and places that you can be selfish, and it's not a bad thing. Jade Azimuth. Oh, jeez, these are dead people. Ugh. So the recording next week, and I told his teacher that once he starts showing signs of improvement independently, I would gladly come back, but until then I'm not going to miss class for this bullshit. That's fair. Yep, that's what you should do. And you did it, and you good. I'm very happy you did that, because, yeah, no, you don't deserve to miss out on things that are important to you because someone else is being dumb with their bullshit. Like, that's not That's not how that works, buddy.
That's where the signal is coming from. We can use it to help search for another camp. It will take time.
Okay, get started.
Seems quiet out here.
Maybe.
There we go.
What the hell? An ambush!
It's the scars, damn scavengers. Multiple signals, they are everywhere.
Are you done with the radio?
No, still working on it. Clear out those remaining
Oh, God.
scars.
Radio signal?
Still working on it.
Alright, so the LMG reload is not bad. This does have a lot more of a satisfying chunk to it, so I do like this gun a bit more.
Just fiddling with the radio signal for the next location.
I understand. Just hurry up.
Of course, lots of
Oh,
stuff.
I can chain dashes? Oh. Okay, cool. And on top of that, in my world of things this morning, I woke up in extreme pain, barely got sleep last night, chugged a bunch of coffee, so I would be hyper for him and all happy and exciting. Put my queen aside just to help this kid, and then he just sits there as if nothing is happening and doesn't even have an assignment. I mean, put myself aside. Okay. Yeah, no. Again, it's fucking stupid that this asshole was just like, literally took time out of your day to do his stupid thing. It's his project, not yours. And just wasted your time. Not even thinking about what like what you have to do or what you might need to do or how you might be feeling, just without any regard for you. That pisses me off.
That's the last of those horrible things. Now finish off the remaining scars.
Okay, so one thing I do like about this character,
Find it.
seems melee based, and
Matthias, where are you?
He didn't hear you. But I think I found another.
Okay, let's go.
one of my complaints earlier with the other javelin was the fact that the melee was restricted on a cooldown, but it looks like with this one the cooldown isn't
Just lost the
as
radio
bad.
signal. We need signal.
Or there is no cooldown, basically.
Wait, found one. Got a bunch of scars.
Oh, I can just hold the melee and he just constantly keeps going. All right.
I've never seen this much scar activity. What is going on?
I don't know, but it's not a good sign.
Oh god.
More scars incoming. Looks like they're using gates. I hate those. Very unfair.
Read that in just a second.
For a signal booster.
You're a very quiet kid, extremely quiet, extremely shy, and I tried to be understanding of that. But he wouldn't even, like, carry on a topic that we were discussing, etc. Like, I just literally spoke for him. I would occasionally get, like, a yes or no, or what do you think about this out of him, but that's about it. Yeah, no, with group assignments, you kind of have to put that kind of thing aside. Because you need to be able to communicate with your partners, and if you can't communicate with your partners, then, well, you can't do a group assignment, so, yeah. From the earliest days of human freedom, these Shaper rings have long been a source of study and speculation for the Arcanist community. While much knowledge has been lost about the ring gate, it is thought that both gates used to be upright. The second one fell to the ground some 300 years ago. Arcanists hypothesized that the ring most likely fell due to seismic activity, which may connect it to the same shaper activity that destroyed Velothra. Okay. These are a lot of words that it's throwing at me that I don't quite understand, at least not yet.
Matthias? He still can't hear us.
I've got a location.
Like, again, this game seems to have so much potential. It's just the execution of it is just not quite gripping me. I think that might be the biggest problem. It's just like something like this should be interesting and like, you know. I mean, it is pretty interesting, and like there's a whole world here that seems really, really interesting and unique, but it's just something about it is just not quite grabbing me. Like, I know he's just a really non-confident kid and really quiet, but he could have tried a bit more. Yeah, no, that exactly. Like, it's his thing. It's his project. Like, it's a podcast. In order to do a podcast, you kind of need to be a talker. Like,
Wait, that's the radio we were following. The scars were taking it apart. We fixed that. I bet we reached Matthias.
like, you can't do a podcast thing and not be someone who
What's happening with the scars?
who is
Something
good
less
at
than the grave.
talking. Because that's kind of what a podcast is.
That seems to be the last of the scars. Let's fix that radio.
That was the Mega Red mode. No, you're fine. It's very understandable. Yeah, this is a place to talk about that kind of thing, so you're fine.
Oh, that doesn't look like a repair.
You just let me. Oh, damn it! Hang on, we've got company.
Can it be fixed?
Yes, of course. Just deal with the scars. I'll figure it out.
Your best friend happens to be in the class and he's extremely quiet until you get to know him. But even he was talking a shit ton, yeah. Like you gotta be able to hold your own in a project like that. By the nature of podcasts, they're a collaborative effort between everybody who's working on them. Like, you need to be able to work together, and if...
This looks serious.
Very serious. Focus on the big guy. Oh, the gate's
got the big
closing.
guy.
Looks like we scared them off.
Oh, God.
Let's take care of the rest and get back to the radio.
Ah! I did not mean to punch that.
Okay, I think I got it.
Are you sure?
Mostly sure. It's working. I've got a location. Patching his eyes through.
I'm calling anyone in the area. I need help. There are scars everywhere.
It works. Matthias, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank goodness. There's no time. I'm hiding, but the scars are searching. I can see them. You must hurry.
Just hang on. We're coming.
Okay, so just firing out of flying immediately puts me into hover. So that's cool. The dungeon. People talk about but that's not going to give me any time to read. Maybe it would have if I kept reading, but the loading bar threw me off.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm getting a read on his radio signal.
Are you okay?
A little banged up, but fine. You see that ramp up ahead? The one with the statue?
Oh.
What about scars near you? See anything?
Ow.
Near misses. They're quite relentless.
I feel like I've heard this guy's voice before.
Found some canisters. Could prove useful.
Don't try anything dangerous.
Not to worry. It'll be a contained explosion.
I think you better hurry.
Got a swarm here.
Less for Matthias to deal with.
The targeting on the melee could be fine-tuned a little bit. But otherwise, it's pretty fun.
What's happening? Matthias.
It worked. Small crack. The scars walked right into it. I'll have to keep moving.
It's interesting. The more this fires, it kind of works in reverse than a lot of the normal gun stuff, or normal like. This kind of works in reverse to like actual gun physics, where it's like the longer you fire, the smaller the spread range goes.
More incoming. Watch those hives.
I like the melee combat. It's a little simplistic. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, if I combo my abilities, I do better. Whoa, what the hell was that? What did I just throw? It's my R1 ability. I apparently throw like ninja star things? Whoa. Okay. Between this and the melee, this is pretty fun. But the question is, how long will this be fun? Because again, there's not a whole lot to it. So, you know, I'm just now discovering this, and this is like really, really interesting, but like, how long before it's like, okay, just do the thing, hit the right buttons. Who knows? Maybe we'll never get to that point, but it is something to think about. So comboing like that deals more damage, I guess?
Hives taken care of. Let's see to those scars.
Because it looked like I was one-shotting everyone I was comboing, so that's good to know.
Give me an update.
I think I see them. Just a minute ago. Haven't been this far in a while.
Stay ahead of them. Nearly there. Matthias, I'm in the tunnel.
You're close. Main chamber just ahead. It's incredible.
See some damage. Matthias has been busy.
Whee! Whoa.
Last hurrah. I'm out of surprises, freelancer.
Stay put. I'll keep them off you.
Much appreciated.
Ult real quick and just slicey. As I basically become Quicksilver.
Where are they all?
So how does this ability work in multiplayer?
Their numbers if needed.
Because it looked like I was basically, like, slowing down time, which is cool, and it's a fun mechanic. But how...
Be careful. I'm trying.
How does that work? Like, if you're in multiplayer, like, you slow down time for everybody?
How did you make them so magnetized?
I don't know. Never seen them like this.
Scar, please. Have to keep moving.
Can't argue that.
Oh, that's Matthias.
Careful.
Hello. Okay, okay. Big boy. Big boy. Wow, I can just slice these guys. Ah, maybe not, maybe not.
Rust Raver. His name is Rust Raver.
I don't care what its name is.
Alright, the poison definitely helps whenever I'm surrounded like that. Can I just shoot that thing? No.
I think this isn't done. What the hell?
Oh, I think he's done. Yes, he is done. Let's clean up the rest of them now, shall we?
Oh god. Let me activate my ult. Oh, my ult heals me. Awesome. Back here.
Okay, no active signals.
So this is fun.
You should check on the fires.
I feel like I'm having more fun by like subverting the game's base mechanics rather than just like going along with it.
What to think? Arcanists and Scars often clash over Shaper sites, but nothing like this. I must tell Tassin. Please. I need to return to Fort Tarsus.
Like, you're supposed to be just like, you know, doing the traditional shooty thing, but like me and this like melee only thing that I'm doing, I don't know, I think it's more fun than the shooting. I feel like it can, I feel like, again, there's so much potential here, and I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna be transforming this into. But as it stands, there's a lot of work to be done. Alright, what kind of stuff am I getting? New style metal. Okay, play style metal. A lot of XP. Alliance? I don't have an alliance. Okay. Unlocked a weapon slot. Okay, cool. So I can have 2 weapons on me. Ooh, new twin blades. A cryoglaive. Okay. Blade inscription. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely keep those around. I don't wanna get rid of things until I know like where it ranks among my current gear. And I can just scrap things at the I can scrap things at the vault person anyway, so Whee. Whee. I don't know why, for some reason, like, me going back in my chair feels, like, weird now. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall backwards, but I know I'm not, because this is just how my chair is built. It's weird. Is this loading? Okay. It's like I've been in this screen for a while and no progress was made, and then just now it did. So. That's my Cortex. Oh, my Interceptor suit. Created as a scout suit? Yeah, I've read that. And then the Assassin's Blades. Yep, I've already tested those out. And they're very fun. Melee items. The Interceptor. Yeah. Power 3. Hell yeah. Can I... Oh, okay. I've got to go to the forge first and equip stuff, and then use that place to sell what I don't need. So, weapons. The light machine gun is nice, but need something with a bit more power. So, I don't know, I'll try the marksman rifle. See how that does. I'm not really using my guns anyway, so... Backup weapon, I guess I'll do the heavy pistol. And then my twin blades. Equip the other twin blades. Assault system. Oh, that changes that one. Locks onto a maximum of 5 targets, then throws a freezing device. Ooh. It does more damage. Huh. I was liking that acid, though. I don't know. I'll equip it, see how it does. If I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. Nope, wrong button. I'm just gonna salvage this stuff. Heavy pistol, I've got that equipped. Right. Guess I can't salvage that. Hey, Tassin.
Freelancer. Thanks for the save. That trouble was unexpected.
You often hang around outside the walls like that?
Occupational hazard. This was different. Something's making the scars more violent.
I think it's the Dominion. We think they're back. I'm sure you must know Freelancer Jarl.
I think Tassin's right. This feels like before the attack on Freemark.
The one that set off the Heart of Rage?
I don't really know the whole story.
I do.
Okay.
Much of what I am about to tell you is not well known.
Are we gonna finally get some story here?
Johnny.
I mean, we're getting story, but like, is this where it's gonna the gripping story?
What you will already know is that Freemark was one of the great cities of Bastion. Ancient.
Oh my.
Proud. Prosperous.
That can't be safe to have walking in streets where people walk.
And greatest enclave of freelancers anywhere. The freelancers, along with the Sentinels, guardians of the walls, protected Freemark and its people from the chaos of our world. Until one day, the Dominion arrived on their doorstep. Cruel conquerors from the north.
Oh my. Big boom.
The Dominion, the Sentinels, and the Freelancers would make their claim for Fremont that day. Each group heirs in their own right to the legendary General Tarsus and her Legion of Dawn. One of our best, Freelancer Adams, led the charge as the Enclave leapt to meet the Dominion forces head-on. My Johnny, says the army, was massive. The Dominion was led by Dr. Harkin, a man never seen before or after that day. He came to take the city at any cost.
Oh, so they have dark javelins, or?
So they fought. Outnumbered, outflanked, and outgunned. Freelancers fought. They did well for a time.
Uh-oh. Run!
But the walls of the Great Fremont did not hold. The Dominion poured in. Adams, with many Freelancers, made their last stand outside the city walls. While some, like Johnny, stayed to help who she could. When, without warning, the doomed Sentinels fell back. But now I tell you that deep in the city, Johnny discovered what the Sentinels already knew. The Dominion didn't want to destroy Freemark. They wanted to capture an ancient Shaper relic that was protected deep inside the city. The Cenotaph.
I've noticed that the narration is describing a lot of things, but not really showing it. Like, what does the cenotaph even look like? Hasn't been shown yet. But that was kind of the point of focus in the narration.
It seems this Dr. Harkin believed
I assume Adams was the one with the shield, but
to use the Cenotaph to control
that's the
Anthem
cenotaph.
of creation itself.
I don't know, the animation isn't quite going along with the narration.
The Anthem will not be controlled. The terrible cataclysm which was unleashed that day destroyed Freemark, destroyed the Dominion, destroyed everything. That cataclysm became the heart of rage. Some survived to tell the story of Freemark, but not many.
Dominion must be back for a reason.
We clearly have more intel to hunt down. Come and find me later.
Yeah, me too. I'll contact you when I have something.
I'll be in the Enclave.
Okay. Faction system unlocked.
Hey there. I figured you'd make your way to me the new freelancer I've been hearing about?
Only the good parts.
It's all good. The fact that anybody's talking about a freelancer is even better. Name's Prospero. I'm betting you're the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah? Why's that?
You understand being a freelancer is more than just a job. It's about pride. Pride in doing something well. Pride in your javelin.
Hasn't been much of that lately.
Intolerable. Who wants to charge into a fight looking plain and simple? What kind of statement is that?
Fair.
Not when you can fly in looking like steel thunder come to life. A fistful of lightning in one hand and a hailstorm of pain in the other.
That's colorful.
Is what I do. When Lancers want to make a statement, they buy something special for the javelin. Maybe custom decals or bodywork. I'm the guy they come to. Or used to. Hasn't been any demand. The Forge can't even build anything these days. I'm hoping you can change that.
How can I help?
We need to fire it up again. That takes Ember. And someone with the guts to collect it. If you can find some, I'm back in business.
Alright, so
I'll teach you how to craft things.
Okay.
get rare materials and give it to this guy and he'll craft things.
Outside the fort. Bring it here and we can start getting this place back on its feet.
Will do.
Naturally occurring dangerous byproduct of the Anthem is a foundation for human technology. This rare substance can be found by harvesting the various plants and minerals throughout Bastion. Okay. Oh. Replay unlocked. Cool.
Hey, Prospero.
I know you got good news.
Did-
All the Ember you need.
Oh, I already found some.
All right.
Cool.
Business and fire up the Forge. It's time all these javelins around here got the tender loving care they deserve. Head on over to the Forge, and you can start crafting. But don't forget, when you want to make a statement, maybe polish that javelin up with a nice coat of pain and thunder. Come see me.
So, you're the Thunder Merchant, huh?
Hey, the best freelancers always arrive with a bang. But first, they buy it from me. Don't be a stranger.
Alright, so what? It's the featured store.
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
Okay. I feel like I shouldn't do anything of that just yet. I wonder how I get gold. Or did I just start with a certain amount and then...
I still don't really know you.
Old habit. I work for Corvus.
Ah, spy.
My job is to keep tabs on threats to Fort Tarsus. I have an agent embedded with the regulators, a group of smugglers. She keeps the really dangerous stuff from the wrong buyers. But her last report said there'd been an incursion of foreign operatives in the area.
Who are they?
Like I said before, I'm betting Dominion. Which means trouble's coming our way.
Big trouble if you're right.
I think trouble's your idea of fun. Start by meeting my agent at a regulator camp here. Learn what else she knows and go from there.
We'll get it done.
Alright, cool. Don't really know what's going on. I've got to meet somebody to do a thing. I think I've already equipped all my new stuff anyway, so we get to try out some of the new stuff. Yep, already private. Let's launch. Scorpion. My light is failing. Your cave-in has cut off my escape. Endless scratching at the stone is the only sound in this cold grave. They search for a way in. Author unknown. Ooh. Yeah, they were the first enemies that we fought. And were pretty creepy looking. Yep, so far the game isn't, like, horrifically bad. It's not really bad, but it's not really, like, great either. Just really seems dull. And that's a really easy fix. Like, like, they just need to fine-tune a lot of the different stuff and make things a little more interesting. The environments are really cool. The enemy types are... Well, until you fight a faction, they were seemingly pretty unique for a while. But then all the Scar... Is that what they're called? Scar? All of them basically look the same except for like 2 different variations.
From Tassin, you're headed for a regulator camp.
Her agent will be there.
Undercover. Tassin gave me a picture so we can identify her.
Where am I going? There we go. But yeah, like, it feels so close to being there. Like this game can be great. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this. And hopefully they can really transform this. Ow, I hit a wall. Hello. Go all the way over there. Alright. Not too crazy of a fire right there, but...
So, what's the latest intel these days on regulators?
Still the same smug as they've always been. Anything of value is fair game. Plus the usual rumors of secret...
Oh, the faster you move, the faster your shield regenerates.
Keep all that stuff somewhere.
Question is, why would the Dominion be involved?
I heard Tassin's wrong about that. I'm looking forward to being a wartime cipher.
Hello. Oh, okay. Cool. It's almost like a Monster Hunter kind of feel to this as well, like especially with the whole like free play mode and everything. Like, and just like the here's all the gear that you got while you were out in the field screen at the end of
Okay, you're not far from the regulator camp. Should be coming up soon.
Ow, what the?
Skirting the edge of Scar
Oh, shit.
territory.
Wyvern. They weren't kidding when they said that it'll sneak up behind you and then rain hell. Oh, I was wondering what that was. It was the... I was wondering what that was. It was the, it was a lightning bolt. Stone Bridge, natural phenomena, added to the defensive advantage of the Honor Dam experiment, making it easier for Sentinels posted here to limit animal mitigation. Cool. Wait. Nope, that's not what I want to do. How do I swap weapons? Ah. Can I... How strong are these things? Jeez. I feel like I'm hardly making a dent. Am I making a dent?
We've got trouble. The camp's been overrun. I'm clearing them out.
Oh god. Or was it something where I had to get in range before... Yeah, okay, that must have been it. I guess I just had to get in range before it would let me do damage. Interesting.
Looks like we've got dead regulators here. Owen, can you identify Tassin's agent?
Let's see. Could still be alive.
Well, animals didn't kill these people. They were already dead.
Is there anything useful at the site?
something here. Somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's some kind of recording there.
Dominion have attacked the camp. I can't reach Tubbs. I'm looking for the regulator hideout at these coordinates.
How's Tassin's agent? I'll need to decrypt the coordinates. Hang on, Scar's on top of you.
Oh boy. It's so boring from a distance. There we go. That's more my speed. Oh, that's not the button. Yeah, cool. Cool. Oh, great. I just threw that at a wall. Yeet. Yeah, I got Melee Master. 1. Yeah, no, definitely the melee combat of this is much more interesting to do. Or at least it feels a lot more interesting to do. Because the stay back and shoot stuff, there's a lot of games that do that, and a lot of them do it better. So,
Got it. So far. I'm going to the hideout now. Can't wait.
with something like this feels unique. This feels fun.
Taking on the Dominion isn't like fighting a pack of wolven.
When evil people knock on your door, you don't hide. You kick their ass back to whatever hole they crawled out of.
Stop the fire before it spreads.
Fort Tarsus cannot become another free mark.
This must be the regulator hideout.
With more than regulators.
Dominion aren't known for taking prisoners.
Where the Urgoth, the only Anzu? Many books and philosophers have debated this point, though it seems undeniable. For example, that big shrine out there. We don't know any recognizable symbols or patterns. Doesn't show any recognizable symbols or patterns we know. Okay. I didn't mean to hit that. That was a misclick.
Smuggler's Cave,
Or,
it would seem.
is it a misclick on a controller?
Right. Looks like that includes shaker relics.
I put my hand back on the controller and I accidentally hit L1.
Owen, flight control.
Flight disabled, okay.
Well, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. You're in some kind of field. Must be affecting your suit.
That works too.
There's the problem, that machine. That's
Ow.
a Dominion shield generator. You're caught inside the field.
Could explain how they ambushed the regulators. You disable it.
I've never dealt with one before. It would take time to override. Best to press on.
Maybe this will turn it off.
Yeah, not at the moment, but it gives me something to work with. Let's get moving. Careful, they mine the place. That could ruin
Yeah,
your day.
I'm trying, but the lines are literally everywhere.
Flight control's back. I'm pushing up.
The Dominion can't be here by accident. These smugglers are hiding relics.
I know. I'm trying not to jump to conclusions.
Oh, I will. Take a flying leap. It's the wrong shaper relic in the wrong hands.
Means this won't be a boring day.
And there we are. The Dominion.
Hmm.
Tassin's agents. Best lie low.
Give us the relic. We know it's here.
I don't know what you mean.
Then I'll show you. No.
Easy now.
We conduct business. I find the pain is
I like the design of the leader.
So let's negotiate.
The relics, not for sale.
Until he crouched down. Now he looks kind of weird.
Progress.
If he stayed standing, he looks really intimidating.
Dangerous.
When he crouched, he looks all disproportionate now.
Do I look careless?
Or maybe if he like kneeled. Like that looks cool.
A pity for you. Negotiations have concluded.
Oh shit.
You bastard! Oh, well, now this is awkward.
A freelancer.
Uh-oh.
How useless. I fought your kind before.
Monitor.
Put them in the ground. You'll be joining them.
He almost looks like a dark javelin. Like,
Get down to business.
to defeat the Huns.
Can't believe this. Are we really in a firefight with Dominion?
Well, I am. You're sitting in a chair somewhere.
Not used to having professional soldiers shoot at us. Scars, maybe, but not like this.
Bullets work on both of them.
I didn't say it wasn't exciting. Just be careful. Clear. You did it. But what about Tassin's agent? She's still alive?
Does not seem like it.
She didn't make it. There's an archive here.
I see.
You know, after the lightning coursed through her body, I don't think she was gonna make it.
What about the one they called the Monitor? He took the relic.
And I'm getting it back.
I think the basic design of the monitor looks cool, but there are the longer I looked at him, the more like little things started to bother me. Like his arms look too small for the rest of his body.
These were classic Dominion tactics. Total carnage and no witnesses.
What are they doing this far south?
I don't know, but it involves relics. That won't end well.
Chimeric alloy. Oh shit.
Javelin's grounded again. It's that shield generator. That's trouble. Push them back. Watch it. Looks like the Monitor left a cleanup crew behind. Try to disable that machine. I have the specs. I think I can override it. Hold here. I'll try to deactivate it.
Great place to die, Owen.
Are they letting you down?
Where is that? There.
It's up. You can fly again.
Cool, but I don't need to fly to kill them. Okay, I like this ice aura. It's nice. Has me freeze them right before I strike them, which means I can get in close without. I can get in close without worrying about them punching me back. I'm really tired. I'm gonna head off. I'll text you in the morning. All right, bye, babe. I'll probably send an actual like goodnight text after stream, which probably won't be too much longer.
More Dominion coming at you. Pretty serious looking too. Watch yourself.
But yeah, good night. Let me do a good night shout out for you. And definitely talk to you tomorrow.
You can die a meaningless death or surrender to us now. We'll spare you the agony.
Agony's gonna be this bullet up your ass.
Tear them apart.
Look who has a temper. Use a hand here.
Well, oops. I went a little I went a little ballistic on that one. I just kind of ran in all knives blazing. I probably should have activated my ultimate at that point, but well, it's good to know for later. Shoutouts. You are not bad. You're definitely not a bad girlfriend. So.
Try to disable that machine.
Good night, babe.
I think I can override it. Hold here. I'll try to deactivate it. Great place to die, Owen. I'm letting you down. Back in range.
So now we just kind of chill here and let this happen. Fine, I'll use my gun. Yeah, the ice aura is really nice because it freezes them and then lets me get in close with my knives.
Pretty serious looking too. Watch yourself.
You can die a meaningless death or surrender to us now. We'll spare you the agony.
Agony is gonna be this bullet up your ass.
Tear them apart.
Look who has a death burn.
Well, yeah. That, they did not last long. My ult is real powerful. Bats! I think bats are absolutely adorable.
That's the last of them.
Still catch the monitor.
Better hurry. He's got a head start.
Ah! Like, I don't know. It just kind of feels like I'm running around and doing things. Like, that cutscene was cool, but... like, the actual gameplay, I don't know, it just feels like there's something missing. But there is enough fun stuff where it's like, it's...
Must have big plans for Gala monitors in our neighborhood. Just need to make sure he never comes back.
You see, this is why I want to be out there with you. Show bad people the door.
Not as easy as it looks.
Okay, show bad people the door at the end of a very large gun. Okay.
like,
You're coming up with him. Just ahead.
another thing that I heard about the game is that...
Where's the monitor?
Checking. Is it just me. Does it look like the Dominion estate? What?
I don't know what they're up to, but it's not happening in our neck of the woods.
I suppose they listen to reason. Talk it out.
Does this look like you dropped by for tea?
Ah. Ah! One thing I heard about the game was, like, after the campaign, there's not a whole lot to it.
I'm not seeing him. I'm getting a bad feeling here. I think
Maybe this was an ambush. They've led us here.
damn. Time to show them that really large gun.
Or how about my extremely fast speed? Oh, you know what? I probably should have tried to activate the ice aura before I went into my ultimate. I wonder if that would have worked. Ah! Gun turret! Gun! Am I stuck? Oh shit, these things do a hell of a lot of damage to that. My little stars are, like, deadly. I mean, obviously, but, like, they kill quick.
Hey, watch it!
Oh!
Another one of the Monitor's lieutenants.
Haha!
Okay, it's over. Score one for the freelancers.
Wait, what happened to everyone else?
Yes. Congratulations on walking straight into my trap.
Owen? Owen, what's happening?
I don't know. He's...
Obviously more powerful than you. I think it's important to take a measure of one's adversary. And I find you lacking.
Yeah. Ask your lieutenants how they feel. Oh, right, you can't, because I put them down.
Freelancers boast of courage they never have. It's why they're extinct.
I'm alive and well, you son of a...
He's gone. Save your breath. Let's head back to the force. I'll let Tassa know we need to talk.
Okay. Yeah, see, like, this kind of thing is very Monster Hunter, where it's like, the mission's gonna be over. Just gonna take you back to base. Didn't give me the option, but, of, like, staying around or anything, but... From feats, earn experience points and level up your pilot. But yeah, like, it's fun. As long as I have something to do. But then that's kind of my worry, is like, what happens when I run out of things to do? Alright, placed all metal. All my little feats. Component slotting unlocked. Okay. New weapons that are more powerful. Awesome. I'm not gonna use that. Ooh, new Cryoglaive and new Plasma Star. Ooh. Okay. New Venom Bomb as well. Okay, am I gonna use the Cryoglaive more or the Venom Star more? I think I'll use the Cryoglaive more, so I'll do that. Venomous Blades. Ooh. Are these the exact same? Yeah, okay, so I can get rid of one. I think I'll keep these two for my new loadout. Everything else, bye-bye. Launch bay matchmaking? Did that normally do that? And I just didn't notice? I don't know. One time I stuck a flare in the head of that Legion of Dawn armor in the launch bay. Looked like it had a horn. Fort Tarsus command granted my javelin for 2 weeks worth it though. Freelance for Caddy. Wow. I mean, it's not something I would have done, but that would be pretty amusing to see. I think I'm gonna outfit my javelin, and I'll probably call it for the stream tonight, mainly just because I'm very hungry right now. I haven't eaten in a while, and I've been smelling dinner. I need. Also, we've been going for about 2.5 hours. It's on the shorter end, but it's about my minimum. And for a game like this, if I want to stretch it out to multiple parts, because from what I hear, the campaign isn't very long. If I want to stretch it out to multiple parts, I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit shorter. It's taking a while to load up. Make sure the launch bay is available. Make sure you familiarize yourself with this space. Use that to send messages to other players. Okay, so it's just Oh, this is actually very Monster Hunter because this is like the top deck in Monster Hunter. Okay. Where's the seasonal store? Vault. Or not vault. Not vault yet, at least. Yeah, I know the vault. I've been using the vault. Okay. Brand new cryoglaive, more powerful. Oh, and I can salvage from here. Cool. So I don't really need the vault much at all. Oh. This has better power than this. Okay, never mind. I'll just keep that, I guess. Yeah, no, both of these... Wow, okay. My stuff was more powerful. But venomous blades... That helps out. Because it does more damage than my normal blades, and also has acid. So, hell yeah! More powerful plasma star. Awesome. And components. What can I use for this? Oh, it's these things. Melee strikes to increase by 10% of base damage. Wait. Oh, this would actually be better. Yeah, it does 15% of base damage. And also balances out the reinforcement better. Cool. And then I'll get rid of that. I'll keep the other one for when I get level 6. Anything new on the appearance? No. Except for the paint, which I don't know where the new thing is for this. I guess I can just go through and see. I don't know. Still says there's something new there, but didn't look like it. It's a featured store. It's the vault that I don't need. Alright, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. This is, it's definitely not as bad as I'd heard, but at the same time, at the same time, it's not really that like mind-blowingly great either. It's just like, you know, it's fun. It'll probably it's a good time killer. It's entertaining enough. I feel like a lot of the problems that a lot of people had have kind of been patched out a little bit, but now all that's left is just kind of a middle of the road story that's not really that gripping. But you know, I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go, because if it's anything like No Man's Sky, this is kind of, when No Man's Sky was coming out, it came out with multiple updates, and it took a while before it actually got good again, or just got good in general. A lot of the updates, it patched out a lot of the bugs, but the game itself just wasn't there yet. And then after reworking a lot of things and reworking the story and like shifting around some stuff, it ended up really being something like really being a really cool experience. Like, I'll still go back and play that and have fun. And like, I can play it for hours on end and it's like, oh geez, I haven't even looked at the time. Like, so if BioWare, the people known for like incredible stories, like, this is really bad for them. Like, from like Mass Effect to Dragon Age, even Mass Effect Andromeda had a good story. It was just everything else made it really painful. But like, I actually played that one. That one wasn't the best. But I had a little bit of fun with it while it was still in its heyday. But like, if BioWare is doing a middle of the road story that isn't really like gripping, like, they can easily put together their writing team and fix this up. Just because we've seen the other stuff that they can do. So there's that. There's some gameplay stuff that needs to be tweaked, I think. The overheating system is interesting, but at the same time, when you're going long distances, it's annoying. Like, because it's like, well, now I've got to like cool down in the middle of my flight, and I'm still like not even halfway to my objective yet. That part's a little annoying. The guns just aren't really all that fun. I feel like some really simple retweaks with that would really work better in its favor. Just like a little bit of more chunkiness to it. Like, it's got to have that impact. You got to feel that impact. That's what like games like Doom and even like Devil May Cry, like, that's what really helps sell it, is the fact that the guns have that kind of impact. And again, that's just a few simple tweaks, and they've got it down. Like, just maybe changing the audio of it, maybe having a bit more controller feedback, a bit more screen feedback. But yeah, it's like, it's stuff that they can fix. They can fix this. A studio like BioWare under a company like EA can easily fix this. And that's kind of what's been frustrating with EA for a while before they started putting all their eggs in Respawn, who knows how to, like, who, I wouldn't say, like, they're the only ones that know how to do this under EA, but, like, Respawn puts in the effort into the games. But it just kind of feels like we know they're capable of so much more, and it's frustrating because they're not doing it. But now, if they make good on these promises of, like, transforming this game and, like, really shifting up a ton, I feel like they can have a solid, incredible game on their hands. There is so much potential here. It's just not quite nailing it. And hey, I've just started. Maybe I'll change my mind by the end of the game. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I love having my interceptor run around and just melee everything. That is so much fun. I feel like they can add a little bit more variety into that. But as it stands, it's pretty fun. So like I'm excited. I'm hopeful for the future, to say the least. But yeah, for right now, we're gonna call it. Thank you all so much for stopping by. You can follow me on Twitter at T W Wolverine 114. Basically just capital T and then a capital Wolverine 114. You can follow me on YouTube, the Wolverine 114. And yeah, I hope to see you guys around, and I'll see you later. Bye.